Today, guys, I'm going to be ranking every single Cedar Point roller coaster that I've been on in my entire life. Let's get to it, starting off with number 1. Starting off with Corkscrew, I think this doesn't deserve as much hate as it gets, but it's a pretty good ride except for the fact when you're going over those corks, there's a lot of headbanging. But other than that, I think the first airtime hill and the drop are pretty nice. That first loop-de-loop is nice too. But yeah, it's a pretty good roller coaster. I'll rate it 5 out of 10. Next up, we got Snake River Falls. Sadly, this is closed. The first time going down that hill, it did kind of scare me. When you're up top in like that little kind of like shack it does take a while. If they did speed that up a tiny bit, I probably would have enjoyed it a little more. But other than that, I do like this ride, and I'm going to give it a 6 out of 10. Next up, we got Gatekeeper. The one thing I like about Gatekeeper is that it's a winged coaster, and it's literally the first thing that you see when you go into the park. I do like the first drop and the main entrance part. I like how it adds like a theme to the main entrance, like you know what you're going into the park for. Other than that, I'll rate it a 8.5 out of 10. Next up, back in Frontier Town, we got Steel Vengeance. This roller coaster is like probably the best thing I've ever been on, except for the one thing that I don't really like about it. I think when the workers were coming on to tighten my seatbelt, they put it on a bit too loose, and it really hurt my legs. That's the only thing I don't really like about it. Just to clarify, it hurt going over the airtime hills. But the amount of airtime that you get on this thing is amazing. This is like the best roller coaster I've probably been on in my life until I go to Kings Island. Even then, I'm pretty sure they don't have any better roller coasters. Anyway, I'm gonna rate this at 9.5 out of 10 because it made my legs hurt and I didn't really like it because I was hobbling my way over to Millennium Force, and after that we went home. So 9.5. The one thing I like about Millennium Force is that first drop is so long, and the view from the top is probably the best view I've ever seen in my life. At the bottom of the drop going into the turnaround, I did pass out for like a split second, but then after that it was really fun. I'm gonna rate this a 9.5 out of 10. The seats did feel a little bit kind of unsafe, but that's the fun about it. Next up in Frontier Town, we got Maverick. This drop that you see on the screen here is probably the best drop you're probably gonna get out of Cedar Point because you feel it. That's like the most powerful drop in the whole park, probably, in my opinion. I like when you go upside down through those like corkscrews, kinda. The launch from in like the second half of the roller coaster is really fun. It gets me every time. But other than that, I'm going to give this ride a 10 out of 10. Okay, so I do like Rougarou, but the thing about it, it bangs your head a lot, but it's a pretty smooth roller coaster. The thing that I do like about it is that first loop in the first drop. That's the only thing I kind of really like about it. So I'm going to rate this a 2 out of 10. That is the end of this video. Make sure to like and subscribe. Please comment down below if you think this is pretty accurate. I'll make another one. Please, I will eventually go. Peace out.